Ever wondered why you might be losing hair? Lots of folks have. Today we're diving deep into the 10 primary culprits of hair loss. Kicking off the list is hormonal changes. These pivotal shifts in the body's hormone levels can surprisingly lead to hair loss. This hormonal upheaval can occur during significant life phases like pregnancy, childbirth, menopause, or is sometimes due to thyroid anomalies. Now you ask, how can these hormonal changes wreak havoc on your hair growth cycle? Here's how. During pregnancy, elevated levels of hormones can cause your hair to stay in the growth phase, resulting in thicker hair. However, post-pregnancy, these hormones return to normal levels, causing the hair that was growing to now fall out. Further, during menopause, levels of certain hormones such as estrogen and progesterone, vital for hair growth, decrease. This leads to slower hair growth and thinning of hair. Lastly, thyroid imbalances can drastically affect your hair growth. An overactive or underactive thyroid can alter your hair's growth cycle, causing it to enter into the shedding phase prematurely. Thus, whenever there's a significant shift in the balance of hormones, it can disrupt the hair growth cycle, leading to thinning or shedding. Moving on, let's delve into medical treatments and medications. Some specific drugs used to treat health conditions such as cancer, arthritis, depression, heart problems, and high blood pressure have been known to trigger hair loss. It should be noted that drugs used in chemotherapy, a common treatment for various types of cancer, often interfere with normal cell growth, which can lead to hair loss. Similarly, certain arthritis medications affect the immune system in a way can result in hair thinning. Antidepressants, beta blockers for heart conditions, and hypertension medications have also been identified as contributing factors to hair loss. However, it's imperative to keep in mind that such side effects are typically temporary, and hair growth is likely to resume once the medication is discontinued or when the treatment course is fulfilled. Moving on to the intricacies of alopecia areata. This is a peculiar autoimmune disorder that pivots on the immune system turning on the body itself, specifically the hair follicles. It is quite bewildering how the body's defense mechanism, the immune system, mistakenly identifies the hair follicles as foreign and potentially harmful entities. It launches an attack on these follicles, similar to how it would combat harmful bacteria or viruses. The follicles, subjected to this unexpected attack, weaken and shrink, leading to drastic hair loss. As a result, it often manifests in unpredictable, patchy hair loss on the scalp. Physical and emotional stress, in fact, can lead to hair loss. Major life events and the distress they often bring with them can have a considerable impact on our bodies. For instance, undergoing a surgery, which is a severe physical trauma, may push more hair follicles into the resting phase and cause increased hair shedding within a few months post-operation. Similarly, being involved in a car accident can create a sudden shock on the body, the emotional fallout of which can also lead to a temporary hair loss. Even a stressful job marked by long hours, high pressure, and often minimal support can have an adverse effect on our health, manifesting physically through an event known as telogen effluvium, a condition of temporary hair loss. This occurs when a higher than average number of hair follicles enter the resting stage prematurely, triggered by the surge in stress hormones. Diving deeper into the effects of a poor diet and lack of nutrients, we find that hair requires a plethora of nutrients to grow and stay healthy. A diet lacking in iron, protein, and other nutrients can indeed lead to hair loss. Iron, for instance, helps boost circulation and carries oxygen to your hair's roots, which helps the hair grow faster and longer. Insufficient iron intake can disrupt this vital process, leading to hair loss. Similarly, proteins are the building blocks for our hair, and a deficiency can cause hair thinning and brittle strands. Other important nutrients, such as vitamins A, C, D, and E, zinc, B vitamins, biotin, and omega-3 fatty acids, all play key roles in maintaining hair health. A lack of these can cause your hair to lose strength, shine, and eventually lead to hair fall. Next, we delve into the world of tight hairstyles and hair practices. Sustaining hairstyles that exert constant stress on the hair, such as high-tension styles like ponytails, slicked back buns, or tightly woven braids, can cause a form of gradual hair loss, scientifically known as traction alopecia. This type of hair loss takes place when there's a lot of tension regularly and persistently pulling on hair follicles. Over time, this continuous pulling can damage the follicles, leading them to weaken and eventually cause hair to fall out. This predominantly occurs at the hairline, especially along the temples or behind the ears, but it can also happen at the crown of the head or really anywhere in the area where the hair is being pulled. That's how habitual use of these hairstyles can instigate traction alopecia. Environmental factors significantly contribute to hair loss. For instance, when hair is consistently exposed to pollutants, such as smoke and dust, they can clog hair follicles, leading to hair thinning and eventually hair loss. Similarly, toxic chemicals present in certain hair products or even in the environment can negatively react with the protein that makes up our hair, causing it to weaken and break off. Furthermore, overexposure to sunlight doesn't just harm your skin, but your hair as well. The intense UV rays can strip away the protective layer of your hair strands, leaving them vulnerable and susceptible to breakage. Hence, it's undeniable that exposure to pollutants, toxic chemicals, or too much sunlight can extensively damage the hair and cause it to fall out. Scalp infections, primarily those caused by microorganisms like ringworm, can be a significant factor in hair loss. Ringworm, which is a type of fungal infection, invades the hair shafts and follicles, causing inflammation. This inflammation weakens the hair shafts, leading to breakage and, eventually, hair loss. Apart from causing hair to fall out, these conditions can create visible, scaly patches on the scalp, adding to the distressing visual aspect of hair loss. Autoimmune disorders like lupus or lichen planus frequently lead to hair loss, a factor that can be quite distressing for many. To fully comprehend why this occurs, it's essential to understand the nature of these disorders. Here's the crux. Autoimmune disorders trick the body into believing its own cells are foreign invaders. As a result, the body's immune system gears up for a battle, mistakenly attacking its healthy cells. In the context of hair loss, the victims of this friendly fire are the hair follicles, the tiny structures that grow hair. Under the siege of an overactive immune system, these follicles go through inflammation and gradual damage, disrupting the normal hair growth cycle. Consequently, the hair growth slows down or stops entirely, leading to noticeable hair loss. Thus, it's the body's misguided immune response that turns against its own hair follicles, leading to hair loss in patients with lupus or lichen planus. Finally, nutritional deficiencies, particularly a scarcity of vitamin B or iron, can result in hair loss. Vitamin B plays a crucial role in the creation of red blood cells, which carry oxygen and nutrients to the scalp and hair follicles. A shortage of this vitamin can lead to undernourished hair follicles and result in hair loss. Similarly, iron is essential for the production of hair protein called keratin. Without sufficient iron, your body cannot produce enough keratin for hair growth, and this can also to shedding or thinning hair. A balanced diet, therefore, is essential for maintaining healthy hair. So to sum up, hair loss can be instigated by an array of factors, from hormonal changes, medical treatments, alopecia areata, stress, poor diet, tight hairstyles, environmental factors, scalp infections, autoimmune disorders, to nutritional deficiencies. Understanding the root cause of hair loss is the first step in confronting it. Now, armed with this enriched knowledge, you can make informed decisions about your hair health.